Boise's real estate market has been up and down, and interest rates just took another huge hit. But how is that actually affecting our market?
Exactly. So let's talk about what the market is doing, how it is affecting everyone, what happened with interest rates, and what you can expect going forward.
So last month we saw inventory levels at really low levels, lower than I thought they were. It actually surprised me how low they were when I looked at the numbers. In Boise, there was only 230 single family homes on the market, and in all of Ada County, there was only 1,085. This has been a driver of the market here for a while, but last month was the lowest in a while.
It's creating a lot of competition and prices were going up. The drop in inventory directly correlated with interest rates, having a slight improvement coming into spring. But the surprise has been that momentum of buyers has continued, even though interest rates have spiked back up.
Yeah, now this month we have seen inventory come up about 200 homes in Ada County, especially in Boise and spots like the North End. Didn't you just have clients in Boise look through every single house?
Exactly, yeah. We've toured pretty much every home on the market and have continued to keep an eye out for new options available. And there's very few new options popping up. The numbers show an increase in inventory, but it's not really a noticeable difference for our buyers. There's still limited options in many price ranges and areas, particularly the popular locations that have limited space for new construction.
Yeah, and Canyon County isn't being affected as much when it comes to the inventory and competition, which is always pretty much the case. That's pretty typical in Canyon County. And we'll talk about the interest rates here in a second because there has been some changes across the board, and it's because of another big change in interest rates.
Correct. But before we get into that, I'm Jesse Taft and this is Brady Fagel. We are agents here in the Valley, and our goal is to bring you valuable information on the Boise real estate market and major events that impact that. So shoot us a call or text anytime, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the weekly videos, and we look forward to meeting you.
So interest rates. We just saw the biggest jump we have seen in a while, and the highest rates since last year.
Yep, they're up to about 7.5%, which isn't ideal. And this is due to the recent CPI rating that just came out. Inflation isn't as low as they would have liked, and the feds believe the economy is doing better than they would like. So they gave clues to not doing interest rate cuts as soon or as many times as everyone was expecting or hoping. And this is what's caused the correction we are seeing with the recent rate hikes. But how is this affecting you and the Boise market?
Yeah, well, it's not exactly what people might think. The unfortunate thing is that it makes buying more expensive and pushes some first-time home buyers out of the market. And leave a comment if you were affected by this hike as a first-time home buyer, or if you didn't even notice it. We all would prefer that interest rates would go down, of course, and interest rates have been the determining factor the last few years. Even with the low inventory, Boise has had these interest rates seem to be keeping the buying competition low enough that it isn't skyrocketing prices, but the market is still staying fairly healthy and healthier than most of the rest of the country.
Exactly. And we haven't seen this most recent rise in rates actually affect the market currently, as much as people think it has made things tougher for some, but the momentum of buyers hasn't slowed down. For those who were already committed to buying, they're still actively shopping and hoping to counteract the recent rate increase with builder or seller concessions.
Yeah, now as we get into summer, it will continue to get more busy as it always does. I would suspect we see prices go up as usual, especially because we have seen homes stay on the market for less time already. The days on market from March to April actually came down from 49 days on market to this month. They're only staying on the market for 35 days. So people are out buying and homes are being sold quicker. And this number shows there are more buyers than homes for sale. And as far as interest rates, it's looking like they will level off. There will continue to be very little effect on Boise's market from what we can see right now. And the market is still factoring in those rate cuts later this year and into 2025.
Plus, rates were this high and higher last year, and we still saw Meridian in the top 10 nationwide for home appreciation. With the continued interest from people relocating, locals getting into their first home, and investors, it doesn't take that many buyers to keep what little inventory we have from holding its price or even increasing. So unless rates go up another point higher, I expect prices to at least stay level, but more than likely go up through the rest of this year.
Yeah, and what does this mean for everyone? It's looking like nothing will be changing too much it might be smart to wait for interest rates to come down for both buyers and sellers.
That could be a good option, but what we could see is as the busy season through summer comes up, it will naturally bring competition in. And if rates were to tick down again, we could probably see what we already saw in February, where there was multiple offers and it got tough to buy. Right now is one of the most balanced markets we've seen in the last few years, which is great for both buyers and sellers. And we anticipate over the next several months to possibly a year or two is that the balance will shift back to sellers, making buying more difficult. So as a buyer, if you're able to swing it, taking advantage of this stable market might turn into a big win down the road.
And another huge impact that is important to know about and will play a part in some changes is an $18 billion plan coming to Boise. So watch this video here and see the impact that is going to play over the next few years. And thank you guys for watching. We look forward to meeting you, and we'll see you next time.